The investigation into alleged links between Donald Trump's election campaign and Russia has taken a dramatic turn, with the news that his former campaign chairman, Paul Manafort, and Rick Gates have been indicted by a federal grand jury.
It says that they were paid by the Ukrainian government, but that they hid these payments from U.S.
How far does the pardon power of former President Donald Trump go? That's a question Paul Manafort would very much like to know the answer to before this summer, when he releases a tell-all book that could rope him back into criminal court. Welcome into TYT's Overruled. I am legal analyst Adrienne Lawrence. Here's the backstory. Paul Manafort, who you remember chaired Trump's presidential campaign in 2016, is in the hot seat right now. The 72-year-old pleaded guilty to various felonies back in 2018, and he plans to release a tell-all book this summer. While it's standard for Trump cronies to try to profit off of our nation's darkest hours with a book, Manafort entered a plea agreement with the government, allowing him to write anything he wanted so long as he did not profit from those writings. This was an express term of the plea agreement he made with the court. It read, "Your client agrees not to accept remuneration or compensation of any sort, directly or indirectly, for the dissemination through any means, including but not limited to books, articles, speeches, blogs, podcasts, and interviews, however disseminated, regarding the conduct encompassed by the statement of the offense or the investigation by the office or prosecution of any criminal or civil cases against him." This conundrum raises several questions. First, does the pardon Trump gave Manafort void the plea agreement, which is basically just a contract between DOJ and Manafort? Now, there's an argument to be made that the pardon, which wasn't specific, doesn't nullify that no books provision of the plea agreement. And second, really, is Manafort writing this book for free? Because the provision says that if he gets paid directly or indirectly, it's no good. Well, hey, if the man is super shady, he could be funneling the profits to someone else, or maybe even to Trump's next presidential campaign in hopes of getting some kind of benefit. But then Manafort would have to, hope that Trump would make good on his quid pro quo? And lastly, would DOJ do anything about it if Manafort cashes in? You know, because what they could do is disgorge the profits, nix them in any way, and to take them away. But we also know that DOJ isn't necessarily all that aggressive, especially with the Dems at the helm right now. But still, I know that they have seen Manafort breach the plea agreement before, and they did do something about it. So maybe this time around, who happens to know? But then again, we do have Trump arguing that everyone is out to get him in a political attack, so it could essentially create more fodder for that argument. But I'd love to know your thoughts. Do you think Manafort is actually getting money from this book directly or indirectly? Also, do you think that if DOJ finds that he violated it, that they would actually take him back to court? You let me know your thoughts. Hit it up in the comments. I love it when you hit that like and follow button, and thanks for watching.